Hello, and welcome along to another episode of Drathnor Keep. Today's episode is called Moonbound. What was last episode called and why?
Spooky, scary skeletons.
I think it was deeper, darker, and far more dangerous, but sure.
Well, you didn't even let the rest of us guess.
You've heard you had one guess and it was
really Josh was about to guess that.
Somebody might have been there to scroll through the YouTube channel, and that was about it. What happened last episode?
What didn't happen on last episode? Let me tell you.
Take your time.
Okay,
I
believe you started off in.
You were in the Underdark
You
still.
left the crystal chambers.
Yes.
And you headed into a violet lair. No, you didn't. You went and fought one of these things. That's two of these things. Some cave fishers.
That was okay.
And then, because you wanted some extra XP, what did you seek out to also slaughter?
The massive worm in the distance.
wiggly worm.
Terrifying worm.
And you got how many XPs?
Like 10.
90, maybe?
90, yeah, well done. So you guys are a bit annoyed about that because it looked really threatening, but in all fairness, it didn't even get anywhere near you as you started the combat from afar. Then you found a really cute guy under a rock who turned out to be a basilisk.
Deadly. I thought basilisks were snakes.
He was cute, though.
No, they're reptiles.
Harry Potter.
In D&D, they're reptiles, yeah. In mythology, they're often depicted as snake-like. Anyway, you fought one of those, then you leveled up, and that was good, because it meant you didn't die when you entered the Violet Chamber, which was this one. In fact, I believe you walked in with an XP death. Never said, who got grafted?
Oh, God.
Was it Ragnar?
I mean, everything bad happened to Ragnar.
Everything bad happened to Ragnar. That was kind of true.
Well, it was a pretty choppy fight, yeah.
Yeah. You guys were unable to heal him temporarily. I think a couple of people went down. It was pretty hairy, but you pulled through. And I promised you there was absolutely no more combat, and then I remembered that there was one more combat. You guys crossed a rushing river. How did you cross the river?
Spider, rope.
Yep,
One
spider.
time.
A very
Spider
non-evil looking spider carried everyone one by one.
Super chill.
And then you guys entered the waterfall chamber.
I did appreciate that those guys waited to burst out of the wall until all of us had made it across the river.
That was thoughtful.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought that one through. Then I was like, oh, whatever. Two Amber Hulks burst out the wall, and that was fun. And then you guys stood upon the precipice, looking out. And when you stood upon the precipice, looking out at the water that shimmered in a way that had never been seen before, or at least never been seen before by Cael. You then looked far across to an island, and what did you see?
We saw something scary. We saw the drow evacuating, and we know that the drow are bad people. And so we knew that if the monsters are running away from the drow, and the drow are running away from the unknown, then whatever the unknown was a pretty bad guy.
Yeah.
That sums it up.
That does sum it up beautifully. Excellent. What? Okay.
But what's the
I
unknown?
did not press play on anything, and that just came in. And with that, you guys were able to witness the drow fleeing, the exodus, as they say. Yes. And then you were able to rush all the way back through without getting any problems whatsoever to the entrance, where you came upon a camp. The camp was laid out beautifully by Mathas. There's tents to each of you. Your horses are picketed. That is the word I was looking for. You guys can go ahead and take a long rest. As Mathas sees you, he's sort of, are you all right?
So about how long were we gone?
You guys did take a long rest in there, so about 15 and a half hours.
No.
We did or we did not?
I don't think we did take a long rest.
I don't think we did take a long rest.
Oh,
We did not.
Able to.
Okay, so
We were not allowed
-8.
to.
-8, 7.5 hours. Yeah, you would have had to. There was
It's
somewhere
not too bad. That's a work day.
There was somewhere specific you could have taken a long rest, but I don't think you went there.
Nope.
Can we get rid of an exhaustion card?
If you long rest, you may deal out a single exhaustion card. Yes.
Oop.
But I'm
Very
assuming.
cool.
Well, never mind. You've done it now. I was going to say, I'm assuming that you guys might have a conversation with Mathas first, and I wasn't sure. So,
Absolutely not.
if you do anything before your long rest that requires an ability check, you will need to subtract 1 or 2 if you're Ragnar, I think. Maybe even 3. I know, he's like half dead or something. Cool.
He's looking worse for wear.
And Mathas looks at you and says, "Are you okay? It's dangerous down there. You've got blood and ichor and cobwebs on you."
Yeah, but we survived.
I can see that.
We thrived. We did amazing down there.
I'm sure you did.
I stand in front of Ragnar, who's falling apart.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Ragnar wasn't in great shape the last time he saw him either, as he was beat up by random townsfolk.
Yeah.
It was.
Sorry, Matt. What was that?
It wasn't fun.
No, I'm sure it wasn't. Did you find anything?
We saw something terrifying.
Monsters.
Wow.
Right.
Scarier
Lots of
than
monsters
that.
down there up to. Oh.
We saw the drow.
Yeah.
They were fleeing a great unknown.
They were fleeing.
And the monsters were
Were there
fleeing
many
the
of them?
drow. And so we know that whatever the drow were fleeing,
It's like a whole city.
really crazy.
A whole city. You mean there was
A
more than
citadel,
100 drow?
Maybe.
Evacuation.
Thousands.
There were thousands.
Men, women, children.
Tens of thousands.
Billions.
Now that I think about
This is-
hundreds of thousands.
The funny thing is this is so reminiscent of what a group of friends would sound like when they come out of such a thing as this. There were tens of them, hundreds of thousands of billions. We nearly died. There were men, there were women, there were children, there were monsters. They were fleeing the unknown. And with all that said, he sort of, well, this is truly serious. We must get word back to Meldranic, but you should rest first, and we'll head back in the morning.
Wait, you're right.
Don't have to tell me twice. Let's take it easy. So,
Take it sleazy.
He takes a moment
Thanks,
and sort of almost with your permission, Olive, looks to Clover and just sort of makes an encouraging noise.
Clover was amazing.
You
You really should have seen her.
And then you hear him sort of say, "Hey, go.
Yeah.
You're a brave bear. Not a natural environment for you down there, is it? Here, I brought you something." And he will mention to all of you that there is some meat smoking over the fire, and there is a not a broth, the other thing, a stew, a vegetable and bone marrow stew underneath, and you can help yourselves. There's some bowls next to it, but he's got one. He's got. Well, I'm about to tell you. He's got one big. Oh, we might trigger Alex with this, but that's fine. He's got one big haunch of boar.
Give me those baby back ribs.
Payback ribs. That's the ones. He's got one big haunch of fresh boar meat that he hasn't cooked that he will give to Clover as a reward. The rest of you may help yourself to the smoked boar ribs and then the stew from the wooden bowls that he's put out. He's put out 6 tents.
Can I have a chop?
It is very obvious which one is his. Smoked boar chop.
Can I have
like
pork
it.
chops? Yeah.
It is kind of pork chop, yeah. Boar meat's a little tougher than pork, but
I see. So he just caught this and set all this up.
it looks like he probably caught it 5 or 6 hours ago, judging by how smoked the meat is.
Oh,
Slow
cook.
But he wrapped the boar. Yeah, he sort of, you can tell that like as soon as you went in, he like picketed the horses, set up the tent, and then went hunting.
Oh, perfect.
Caught what he could.
I was going to ask what he was doing all day, but it's pretty obvious, so I will not.
Caught it back, smoked it. Well, you will see that there's a little creek nearby with a fishing rod set up in it. So that's probably what he spent most of the day doing. But given there's no fish at the dinner, it looks like he hasn't had much success.
Well,
how far away is this river?
From where you are currently? like 3 minutes walk. Like you can see it from the camp.
Wonderful.
It's just
Awesome.
Before I long rest, I would like to go to said river, and I would like to jump in said river, and I would like to wild shape in said river as my little goldfish.
Yeah.
Aw.
For some of the rest of you, you may want to dip your clothes in, get the ichor off, etc. Get yourself cleaned up a little bit. There is a reason, why this particular cave entrance was used, and part of it is the safety of the entrance, but part of it was also just how convenient it would be as a campsite if you needed to make multiple trips in. But you didn't. Look at you guys.
No way.
I had brackets 3 days ? Written after it. So 1 4 not 3. I think that might have something to do with somebody's wild magic.
Yeah, Cael was the star of the show.
Specifically the 6th level aid. That was the real game changer.
That popped off quite hard.
Yeah.
A couple of questions. One, is there any fish to talk to? And 2, is there a mysterious, ancient, and all-powerful golden ring sticking out the sandy bank of the river?
No, in fact, there are no fish at all inside.
What the heck?
It shows why he's not had much success with his hook, which is baited. You see the river's flowing fairly slowly, fairly gently. It's very clean and clear water.
What does it feel like being a fish in this kind of water?
Why don't you tell me, Hugo? What does it feel like?
You tell me. You said the water's like
it's cold and clear, but I think
I
think as a fish in this water, it feels just quite natural. There is no obscuring of your vision. There's no predators. It's a little chilly.
Is it like those videos on TikTok where they like take a picture of like a cup going into like a glacier lake, and like the camera goes underwater, and it's like,
oh, awesome!
Is it like that, or is it?
Yeah.
I have not seen one of those, but why don't we say yes?
It's just like that.
It is just exactly like that. But you would know, as Hugo, that it is a little unusual that there's no fish in these.
It's quite unusual to not have fish friends today.
Can I look down at the end of the river?
With Josh and Hugo. You want to look at what's sort of upstream?
Yeah, maybe there's something eating all the fish over there.
Yeah, you look upstream.
Don't go too far.
You see where the stream comes from, the sort of
just wandering away a little
thicket around the foot of the hills. You're halfway up, like a sort of mountain-ish, very gentle mountain. The river's running down from there. You can look up, like halfway up the mountain, from where you are. You don't see anything on the way, and then you see some trees all around it. Hugo and Olivia may give me a nature check.
Nature.
If I was a fish, I'd want to live here.
Exactly.
Hey,
so
maybe
where are the fish?
Maybe those cave fishes from the Underdark.
18.
You would know, Cael, that the cave fishes were deep under here, and water doesn't just go around in circles. So,
wow.
The fish would have got from here to the cave fishes.
Things coming from the Underdark, they might have just crawled.
No,
out
they're not.
and
That's what I'm
decided,
saying.
Hey, free food.
Oh, I see what you mean. The cave fishes might have come. No, it would be 6 hours upwards for a creature like that into bright light, which they would never go near. Would not be natural. Sorry, Olive, what did you get?
Stretch.
Olive, what did you get?
18.
And Hugo?
29.
29?
I rolled a 19 on the die. I got a plus 10.
Cool. So, Olive, with you being above ground and on foot, you do notice that it is not only the fish that are missing. There is no sound of birds. Sort of no trail sign, etc. Matha sort of looks at you and nods knowingly, and I didn't see much, and I had to travel quite a way to find that boar. Dragging it back was hell.
Do you think all the animals are scared away by maybe this spooky cave?
No. Well, maybe, but no. I would imagine it's magic.
Oh.
And
Not
Hugo,
my wheelhouse.
that will check out for you. You do notice one thing about the water. It tastes vibrant. And in fact, as you swim through here, you will restore a first level spell slot.
Oh, awesome.
I mean, I've already long rested, so that means nothing to me. So.
Of course you have. Well, in that case, you don't need to mark a wild shape off, by the way. It would have been yesterday, before you rested.
Well, this is a free wild shape anyways.
Great. But yeah, you would note that there is the water is thick with magic, and in fact, Cael and Olivia and Alex probably all will notice this in the grass and trees as well. There's a lot of magic around, and it doesn't feel all that natural.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out of the river and wild shape back into Hugo, and I'm gonna say, what I love most about rivers is you can't see the river twice.
The water's
always
changing,
changing, always flowing.
I'll say.
Yes, I'll just wait till
Just
we're heading
staring
home
at you,
around the
amused.
river bend. But in the meantime, yeah, you will all notice
Well,
this presence
that's
of
weird,
magic.
right?
And I think with a 29, Hugo, you have probably witnessed this magic once or twice before. Potentially when... Oh, I haven't got her name, but the Elven Queen came to visit.
Yes, I remember.
Well, you've only been 3 years ago, so you probably did witness some of the magic, and it felt like nature. It felt like very natural.
You said
magic.
didn't feel natural.
It doesn't feel natural to you guys. This isn't the typical arcane magic you're used to. This is something different. It's something more wild.
But it doesn't. Suppose so. You would come by magic because arcane magic too.
Yeah, or just more natural to you. This magic feels wild. It feels like almost like static electricity on your skin. It doesn't feel like something that could be channeled by a typical.
Does it feel
wizard or
Cael
sorcerer.
wild, or is it a different kind of?
No, it feels like
wild?
it feels like something that you couldn't channel or make much use of.
Well, thankfully, I'm not a wizard or sorcerer. Could I channel it?
No, it feels like that's something that none of you could really connect with. It's obscure to you.
Well, we can add it to the list of things to tell Maldranik about.
Okay. But with that, you guys can take a long rest. Have a nice meal. I would say did add an exhaustion card, but it's a bit late for that. And yeah, unless there's anything major you guys want to do on the way back, we will just speed you back to Maldranik the following afternoon.
Sure.
Okay. So this will be 3 p.m. When you arrive back to Maldranik. You arrive back at Drathnor Keep, and Mathas will suggest that you immediately go up to Maldranik's study.
Okay.
Knock, knock.
See you later.
As you go to knock, the door sort of slowly opens inwards, and he looks. Ah, good, you're back.
Yep.
What's wrong?
All in one piece and everything.
Nothing.
Sooner than we expected as well.
Come on in. Tell me, what did you find?
We found something really scary. We found monsters fleeing. What were they fleeing? Drow. What were the drow also fleeing? We don't know, but we know that if
Question
the
mark.
drow were fleeing it, that it's really serious. There were hundreds of thousands of people, men, women, children, pets.
Are you actually lying to Maldranik?
Not lying. Did I lie about
There was
it?
not hundreds of thousands of anything.
I don't know. I didn't stand there and count them all. I have no idea.
No, you would know. You would know that you could see them. There was a
Tens of thousands.
large contingency, maybe 1,000, maybe a little bit more.
About 989 of them.
But specifically, there were women, children, and also armed drow and wizards and priestesses.
Uh-huh.
And as you
Yeah, I'm
find
not
that,
going to
it's
start
sort of
dividing
situated.
my classes.
He keeps looking over you. Daniela gave you back the locket. Who would be having it in their possession? Who would be holding on to that?
God.
Me.
Oh,
Do we think it's Hugo?
I was going to say Alex. 'cause she
I
seems
had
most
thought it was going to be
responsible.
Alex, but it can be Hugo if you really want it to be.
I
you
don't
thought
think
I'm
Cael's
Cael-
gonna
wearing
have
it around my neck.
No, you're
Wait,
not.
Ragnar?
Alex is like,
You've tried a couple of times and it's been confiscated both times. Oh, Alex, Hugo, Cael, we need a decision.
Not me.
Alex.
Alex, okay, Matt's decided for you.
There it is.
Alex, you hear a
Okay.
faint voice. A female voice, gentle. No, Dranic.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Dranic.
Does anybody else hear that?
Hear what?
What?
Yes.
Who said yes?
Dranic
Was it
said
Maldranic?
yes. Who the fuck else would say yes? It's not like there's 12 people.
I thought it was the one.
The necklace talking to himself. Yes, I hear it.
Yeah, and as he sort of looks quite sharply over to you, he looks at you, Alex. And, yes. Where did you get that? I thought it lost.
Hmm.
To get. Oh. I'll like look down and like trying to figure out what is happening.
A golden
Oh.
talk, Alexandra.
That
We got it with the ghost.
Yeah, that's
Sorry, what?
got it with the
room
ghost.
With the ghost.
The guy with the
It was in
ghost.
It was
The
in
room with the
where
ghost.
in-
With the
The
ghost.
room with
okay.
the ghost.
Sorry.
Daniela said it would react to the person who's connected to it. So that must be you. I point directly at Maldranic.
The plot
Hand it over,
thickens.
Alexandra. Oh, no, don't. No, don't. Could you take it? Sort of hesitates for a moment. No mind, no matter. We'll talk of that in a moment. Drow were fleeing.
Oh,
City.
Almost 1,000.
That
somewhere around there.
That would create all the troubles. What on earth could the Drow be fleeing their cities and they're 5 days from where you were? That is
That's
terrible
the scary
news.
part, is that whatever's chasing them out, you know it's evil.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Perhaps not.
Although if
But
the drow are
The
evil,
Drow are
then
fleeing it, exactly.
Yeah, perhaps it's the enemy of my enemy is my ally.
Whatever it
Wow.
is, it must be
Powerful.
powerful.
powerful good being attacking the drow cities.
I doubt anything has actually attacked them, but... And once again, Alex, you hear, Maldranic, give me to Maldranic!
Ooh.
I'm like unclasping it and like just holding the chain in my hand, like kind of in front of me.
Yeah, hand it over.
He leans over and he will sort of walk over to you and take it. You see him like visibly flinch when he puts his hand on it.
Ooh.
He goes to his desk, he puts it in a drawer, and he shuts the drawer firmly. You have done brilliantly. Your reward, and he will get from a different desk drawer 1,000 gold pieces, which he'll put on the table for you.
Each?
Yippee!
One of these
It's
days it'll
time.
be each.
No,
We'll be rich one
because
day.
I always do the maths for you.
Wow. Thank you.
So 200 each?
I think it's just 1,000 in the party inventory for now. Please. Can be discussed later. He sort of
Sure.
looks over you all, and I see you all not only survived, but perhaps thrived down there.
That's what I said.
Wouldn't know
Yeah.
that thriving.
We did kind of amazing.
It's a very dangerous
You should
place,
trust us with more jobs.
and I-
No.
Just because you got your ass kicked, Ragnar.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if any of you were hurt.
I
You should
got
see
got
Yazuri.
grafted.
You should see Yazuri downstairs. She'll make sure
Poor
that all your
Ragnar.
wounds are well tended to.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, without Cael, I don't think we would have made it at all.
He sort of quirks an eyebrow. Is that so? You're coming into your magic then, young man.
I genuinely don't know what happened.
His magic's
Okay, I'll try to sound a
He
little
sort of-
cooler.
He said a little small and a little smile, and that sounds about right. But the magic, its wildness, worked in your favor. He sort of flinches again and looks back to that drawer and then looks back at you. That is good. I'm sure that I will have more duties for you in time.
Cool. Are you going to tell us anything about that necklace, or...?
Why is a locket yelling at you?
We've been on this mystery for months now, you must understand.
And how the hell did this thing go missing?
It was stolen from my chambers near a century ago now.
Whoa.
Century ago?
That's
100
100 years.
20 years.
Every person in the room says the same thing. Oh dear. Yes, it was stolen near a century ago from me. You are right. It is indeed keyed to me. The voice you heard. Her name is Elora.
Oh.
I don't know why I ever decided this, but I did so in the first campaign as well, and I spelt it like that, so you can have your A-Lira and keep it, but I'm going to call her Elora.
Okay.
She was my wife. A long time ago. A long time ago.
What happened?
She died. She grew old.
You trapped her in a locket?
He sort of smiles tolerantly, but is anyone proficient in insight?
Yeah.
Me.
Alex and Hugo, you can give me an insight check.
I also
Is
have
he about to
50%.
get Maverick?
Yeah, go on, okay, you too.
I'm not getting that one.
I got a 19.
Okay, and
I'm using my
Alex?
heroic inspiration.
Sick!
22.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's
Nice.
not much. You just see as he sort of he smiles sort of indulgently at Ragnar and seems willing to explain, but you can tell there's like a flash of pain in his eyes. He doesn't really show much emotion, Maldranic. Occasionally a little bit of irritation, but not much else. In this moment, you see he's really sort of sad and hurting. He says, yes, she was my wife. She died of old age long ago. When
How did you live?
When she
Does he
died,
look
she...
The Elven?
That's been up for debate for a long time. He has elvish ears. But you... let me answer one question at once, because you guys keep popping questions, and I'm not answering the first ones. So just hold back. He will say, when she died, I, with the help of a great priestess, helped bound her spirit into this locket. It was her wish, and mine at the time. We were to be together forever. But
Always.
I believe it says something similar to that on the locket. Anyone know what it says on the locket? Without me
Always and
scrolling.
forever?
Always and
Sure.
forever.
It says,
Elora.
I love you, my big booty bitch.
Josh,
is what
it does
says.
not.
Okay.
Sorry, did Elora answer the question with actual?
I think it's
answer?
always and forever.
Elora, yeah.
Yep.
He's sort
Always
of-
and forever. Great song.
sort of- a moment, if you will. And you see him cast a spell that obviously takes something out of him. And from all of you, you'll feel a sort of coldness surrounding his desk. Sort of bit of discomfort. You also notice that there was a sort of twisting gyroscope on the desk that stops moving when he casts the spell.
As he casts this, I'm just gonna lean over to Olivia. What a nice way of dying of old age. I mean,
Yeah, I guess if sucks to be long-lived like that, though, and everyone starts dying around you.
Yes.
Yeah, but like better
it does.
that than, dying in a fight at a young age or a disease or a curse or
Well,
You
yeah,
turning to stone or
totally true. I won't argue any of that.
He sort of looks up, and you can see like a heavy weight to his face, and he sort of. I had stopped speaking with the locket for many centuries when it was stolen. I could neither bear the guilt of her death or her prolonged spiritual life, nor the sadness of her passing. She has been dead longer than most elves live.
is it not reversible? Can you not free her?
She could be released. I thought of it many times. Yuzure could. But
Not Jonic.
Alexandra.
If
It
she's
gives
been
when
dead-
he says that, you can hear like a tone of warning in his voice. Like, be careful what you say is sort of what he's trying to say to you.
If she's been dead longer than elves live, and she was your wife, does that make you?
Old. Very old. My life
How
has been
old?
my life has been
Old as
extended
ball.
unnaturally. I have a duty, and until that duty is done, I will remain. But
What's the
those are
duty?
not secrets for the likes of you. He smiles.
Ah.
At least not yet. But I am finding my trust in you grows, and it is pleasing. Truth be told, she probably hasn't had anyone to speak to for a long time. If you wish, Alexandra, I can release the containment on the locket a little bit. You may speak with her. Perhaps find her wishes. I fear I cannot face doing so myself. If you do not wish, then that is fine. I will keep it locked away. She does not feel
Can't
the passing of time.
just-
For her, it is but one moment to the next.
Oh.
Is that a fact?
Yes, it was one of the reasons our relationship grew fractured when she persisted in the locket. Days would pass for me and only moments to her. The clarity of 100 years ago was as if yesterday to her. She grew frustrated with me forgetting things that were said or conversations, forgetting to update her with the passing of time.
Whoa.
I grew sadder, realizing more and more every day what I had lost by virtue of what I had. I would like some time alone. Do you wish to commune with the locket, Alex?
You said that she could be freed?
She can be released forever. She will be gone.
Are you not worried she might tell those secrets which you're not prepared to tell us?
No.
I'll take the locket if that's what.
He lets the magic surrounding the table go, and you will see that gyroscope begin spinning again. He sort of almost rolls his eyes at it. He reaches into the desk, and once again, when he takes the locket, he flinches. He holds it for just a second. He doesn't quite meet your eyes, Alex. Take it, please. He hands it out, and you can see that he begins to cry. I'll contact you when I have more duties for you. And thank you. Well done.
I'll take it and then just like turn and begin ushering everybody out.
See ya.
When you get out, as you get to the door, Cael, you will sort of feel like almost like a vacuum's being popped behind you, where there's this sort of like you get the sense that if you were to turn back, there is a barrier of some sort, whether protecting from sound, from something, as if such a powerful magic ward has been placed right behind your back. The second you leave.
Yeah, I kind of expected that.
Well, that didn't go as expected.
Jeez. At
What
least
did
we
you
solved that
expect?
mystery.
Was that a comment, Elora, from a character's point of view or from a player's point of
Character's
view?
point of view. I knew exactly what was happening.
Well, yes and no, right? I yeah, there are some adjustments. That's why I was curious.
Well,
I
we're
wasn't
rich.
expecting-
Oh, yeah. How are we gonna divvy that out exactly? Like, do we do it by
If
most
you are,
usefulness,
I
or...
will.
Well-
We're not giving it all to Cael.
We're gonna make me a millionaire or something. Oh my word! Come on.
If you are looking for
Come on.
spending money, you will get some in the downtime from parents if you're looking for little pocket money. I think it was discussed as a group that you guys would highlight which items you wanted to purchase, big sort of ticket items from the list, and then, you know, it would, whoever was next would
Oh,
get
I've
that
already
item.
got my
And
scaling
you've
item, so
got
that's
one of your
you
scaling
guys.
items, so it would be somebody else. So now, although somebody should buy you some fucking leather armor or something.
Surely, how much could that cost? Can we get Hugo some armor?
I think studded leather armor is like 40 gold or something. It's on the list.
Jesus Christ.
It really isn't expensive. Hugo's just... I think he can even wear medium armor, right, Hugo? But he won't.
I can wear light armor, and I can cast bark skin on myself, but that only lasts an hour.
And it's
But my
concentration.
armor class comes from... It's not concentration. My armor class comes from my wild shapes.
Yeah, he is armored in wild shape. Here you go. Studded leather is 45 gold pieces. Look at that, straight off the top of my head. There's also some armor made of bark, which is 8 gold pieces.
What's that like?
It's made of bark. Oh, you mean what, like armor
Yeah.
class and stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. You'd have to. I don't have that stuff. There's all sorts of other stuff. There's owlbear leather shirts and stuff. But I think, as you said, you've got your stuff, so you could potentially get some leather armor. But what I will say is, it's not going to matter this session, so don't worry too much about it. You guys can do it in the week off, which you had said you would do over the last week. But you know, maybe next week.
Oh, how much good was the bark?
8.
Hey, I will get it. It boosts my AC to 11 and gives me advantage on stealth checks.
Cool.
Wow.
Doesn't
look
give
at
you any bite though.
Doesn't give you what?
Doesn't give me any what?
Doesn't give you any bite.
Like his bark,
because you're
like
all
his
bark
bark
and
is
no
worse
bite.
than his bite. You're all bark, no bite.
Oh. You should be lobotomized.
Yeah.
I was about to give you an inspiration. Why do you have everyone else's inspirations?
Because he's
He
been
never
really
uses
freaking
them.
cool lately.
When I
nothing
fail
else
rolls
for it.
dramatically, I don't spend
When I
time on
fail,
the
it's
five.
dramatically. That's the reason why he doesn't use inspiration. Well, you can't have any more.
That's
You've
true.
had enough.
It's either.
Oh come on! Give me a d6.
You can choose
Give me another
between because Matt's not in the roll20, I can't. You can choose between Olive, Hugo, and Alex. Who would you like to donate
Wow.
your D4 to?
What kind of jigsaw game is this?
I'm gonna give it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to Hugo because of the setup with the bark.
Because the set, yeah,
That's
good. There you go.
true.
See,
It was
nice and
half
easy.
his.
Nice.
Yeah. So with 8 gold pieces spent, Hugo can take that. We are going to time skip, so don't worry too much about spending money for this second. But for now, obviously, you guys have just walked away, and Elora has said nothing. Alex has said that didn't go as expected. And I'm assuming the response wasn't "Woo, we're millionaires." So let's go back in. Let's pull back into that roleplay moment. You guys are right up at the top of the tower, heading down the long stairs. He has said you can go to Yazure if you need any healing, but I'm pretty sure none of you do at this point.
I didn't know that he had emotions.
I didn't know he was that old.
That's what I was thinking. That's
Yeah, apparently in-
suspicious old.
In
Very
thousands of years,
suspicious.
you can probably learn a lot of self-control.
You
Doesn't he get
have
bored?
heard rumours that Maldranic was old before Lord Bantus came to power. And you know Lord Bantus has been in power at Drathnor Keep for 300 years. So that checks out a little bit. You have often heard that if he is an elf, then he's an unusual elf. You've heard that as well. You know that he is old.
Yeah. He's,
But,
yeah.
You know, I mean, he was married to an elf who died of old age. And she's been dead.
I mean, the
for 100
dinosaurs
years.
thought he was old. That's how old he is.
Jeez, he's old as dirt.
One of the primordials that fucking founded the land or some shit.
He's probably listening to us right now with his all-knowing eyes.
No, we're right outside his door.
Probably got his ward spells. He's watching us from the door.
Well, if he, at least we're on his good side, and maybe he'll give us more jobs and more money.
Cael, you know about regular traditional magic, right? Is it a good kind of magic to extend your life like that, or is that the kind of evil magic?
To be fair, I don't think
people have
Cael
done it,
knows.
so I can't imagine it's anything evil.
Not so true
Wait, what'd you
in
say,
this
Jamal?
world. I'm going to correct Jamal so that he doesn't say that. Not so true in this world. Potions of longevity are extremely rare. You have heard of lichdom, but that's not something that you've ever heard of
Ooh,
actually
maybe
happening in
it's a
this world.
You said Lord Bantus was 300-something years old. That's
Yes.
probably a sign of extending his life.
No, Lord Bantus's line is quite unusual. You know that they are celestial in nature, and they do live a long time, as is his wife. Elves do live upwards of 800 years, so that's not particularly unusual either. But other than but in terms of actual magical extension of years, it's very rare.
Okay, then in that case, I was completely wrong in my assumption.
So what do you say to me?
Then
The wrong thing.
I think
No
to the honest
idea.
answer is Cael says no idea exactly. As this conversation is going on, Alex, you feel a sort of hesitant, there's a questioning presence in the locket. It doesn't say anything at first, and then you just hear, Alexandra?
Yeah. Hi.
My name is Elora. I'm pleased
Nice
to meet you. Maldranic has told me I may speak with you. He has cast me away. Let's see.
I don't think it was. I guess I don't really know. I don't think he meant it that way.
No, sure he didn't. But, Josh, we can hear every time you breathe out. It's like Darth Vader on ice. Sort that out. You're too close to your microphone, and it's yeah, cool. She was saying, I'm sure it wasn't like that for him. He was always like that. Not really very aware of how anybody else felt. I understand. Must be difficult. He's an important man, you know.
What was he always?
He was important when I knew him. From what I understand, we first met... probably close to 2,000 years ago now.
Whoa.
That's a long time.
Yes. We were together for many centuries. And many more with me in this form.
Sorry, I don't know. I don't know what to say to you. You've lived so much life.
And yet I have been dead longer than I was alive. It's a strange feeling, you know. Time does not pass for me. I can remember the binding like it was yesterday. He wasn't there, you know. He was off, being important. I finally passed.
James, I have a couple of quick questions. First of all, is it only Alex that can talk to her? And secondly, is this happening out loud or in Alex's head?
In Alex's head. So at the moment, yeah, it is a sort of private conversation, I suppose. Obviously, Alex is
sort of walking down.
More, yeah, exactly that. Alex is more than welcome to share things with you, but right now it's just a one-to-one. Just to flick back, she said he wasn't there at the time of the ritual. He was off being important.
Well, why did you want to do this?
I wasn't ready. Our love was unreal. Most elves don't marry for life. Most elves move in lifetimes. Move on from partners after 60, 80 years. Some after a couple of centuries. After almost 7 centuries, our love persisted and it was as fresh as the day when we first met. I wasn't ready to let go of it. I knew he would be alone for many years to come. Do you mind? I don't need a tail from a moustache. I didn't want him to be alone for so many years to come.
And now that he has been,
Which is my purpose.
do you still want to be like this?
Truth be told, I'm not sure. The first time he offered me release, I refused it adamantly. Later, I began to consider it a bit more carefully. What does that mean? Where would I be? It is clear I can be of no more use to him. Perhaps me passing on would allow him to move on.
I wouldn't want you to have to stay if you don't want to stay, but you are a wealth of history and knowledge.
That I am. I was a healer and a scholar in my day, did you know?
I didn't.
From what I understand, medicine has moved along in its ways. Many of the old ways were forgotten. In our later years, Johnny consulted me on matters medical more often than he consulted me on matters of the heart. That sounded bitter. I did not intend it to be so. It was simply a fact. Perhaps we could see for a little while how teaching somebody fresh might be.
I'd be eager to learn.
Do you have magics?
Some?
Do you worship a god or goddess?
Saloon is my goddess.
Ah. I have come upon a human. Is that right?
Got it in one.
Fascinating. The ambition and ability to learn of humans always amazed me in my lifetime. There were many wizards, human wizards, more powerful than elven wizards who had lived for 6 centuries. I suppose it is a matter of urgency when life flickers so fast, but it always amazed me. The devotion. I would be happy to have company. There is a woman he speaks of sometimes. He spoke of sometimes. Yasuri? He mentioned she might be able to perform a ritual to let me pass on. She may also be able to perform a ritual to allow me to manifest in some ways. At least be able to share my thoughts with your friends. I can tell you the tension is flicking to them regularly. Mostly because you're following where they're walking. Sometimes bits of the conversation as well.
Yeah, it would make things a lot simpler.
I would like that.
Okay.
The rest of you, what's the plan? Are you for today? Are you just going to go and have a celebratory meal in the Regal Squire and call it a day and talk about how great you were, or is there anything specific anyone would want to do on their immediate return?
Well, as Alex is talking to the spirit, I'll say to Cael and Olive and Ragnar, yeah. I heard that there's this artifact it's an golden eye with a pink iris.
Okay.
And it's pretty crazy powerful, and there's a hand that goes with it.
What are you on about? Those are not available.
Do you know where they're
I
at?
didn't say they were available. I said I heard about them.
I've read about them.
There is no hand. There is no hand and eye of Vecna in this world.
Vecna,
there is no Vecna.
Why? We're in the Forgotten World.
No, we're not. We just use the same gods. It's a different. It's a different.
Let's Strahd when you need him.
That is Strahd when you need him.
Hugo, you're telling stories again.
Are you guys headed down for a celebratory meal or something simple?
Sounds good to me.
Let's go to the posh place.
The posh place?
Oh yeah, let's lose all of our money straight away.
Fine. Oh, we cannot. Cael,
I was ready to go to the posh place, but
were you willing to pay? Ready to pay?
How much would it be for all of
from
us?
our group money? Sure.
Depends on what we ordered.
Yes, it depends entirely on what you order and how well you behave yourself.
If we go off the set menu.
So you can eat there for. If you all went for mushroom stew, you could eat there for less than 5 gold. If you all went for fried ostrich and egg omelette, it would cost you 650. So it's very difficult to know.
650 for all of us.
No, yeah, gold pieces. Look at Courtney's Cuisiniere in the document, Josh.
Oh no, I'm good, thanks.
You could have a good meal there for 20 odd gold pieces. for the group.
Let's do that.
I thought it was going to be like
it's
$100
not
a
that
head working out
much,
on average.
It is if you go for a glass of wine and spiced monkey tail. It's not if you go for roast chicken and potatoes. So we'll assume you guys have roast chicken, potatoes, grilled wild boar chops, broiled salmon and potatoes, barbecued gopher legs on a stick, some cooked wolf steak, and some baked goat flank. There we go.
Have all of that.
And you have a large tankard of ale and no cashews, a large tankard of ale and a decanter of decent local red.
What's dessert?
Yippee!
Is that dessert on the menu, guys?
Tiramisu?
Tiramisu? Ooh, that sounds
No,
awesome.
there is no dessert on the menu.
Yeah, my
one of
cheeks are
those.
so good.
Wow, Courtney says dessertless.
Oh, no, it's not.
Damn.
It's Wayfarer's cake, and cake of the day. That's it. Just cake of the day.
What's the kick of the day?
I don't think any posh place has
roll me a
anything of the
D12.
day.
Oh boy, I just had
There
one
is a
out.
D12 of cake.
Come on, red velvet.
10.
10.
Coffee cake.
10 is a Victoria sponge
Carrot
with
cake.
raspberry jam and cream filling.
That sounds good.
Lovely.
I will have
I
one of
feel like
those.
I've heard a metaphor about this cake.
I'm really confused because the only thing that came to mind when you said that is that you can have it and eat it. What was your metaphor?
No, William.
No,
William.
no, it was
Oh,
Friday.
William had a metaphor about
Yeah.
this cake. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, but you guys can go in, sit down, have a celebratory lunch, etc. Perhaps plan to visit Yuzure after lunch if you wish.
Yahoo!
Or Alex, you might go alone. I'm not sure. But yeah, unless anybody has any pressing matters. I'm sure what is actually discussed is
Wait.
what you're going to spend your money on, what you're going to do in the downtime in the off session.
Did anyone add the 1,000 gold? I
It's
didn't.
party inventory. no?
I didn't add anything.
That's why I asked, because I didn't think anybody had.
No,
I haven't
okay.
added anything.
So no one added it, so we should have 1,000 more.
I think you should be
Yeah.
at like 3,700. Is that
That's
right?
what I heard.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Okay,
You're
copy
doing
that.
plenty good on the cash.
Yippee!
That could
Heck
buy you like
yes.
something genuinely very powerful, right?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah,
have
like
to
a
go.
staff of power.
Really?
That's
You're
not
in range of that already?
scaling.
I don't
No
even
way.
think so.
Cael is just saying
Probably
stuff.
not.
You need something to grow with you, Cael.
Let's have a
Yeah.
look. Staff of Power scaling 2,400. You absolutely
Yeah,
can
my
afford for those.
goodness.
Oh, the
Um,
scaling one. I see.
Yeah. So they're all scaling all that stuff. You can't buy anything like super powerful that's not scaling. But yeah, there's
Oh
lots
man,
of
we
things.
can
like
have round 2 of this.
Guys, you can do this.
Interesting.
You really can do this
Throughout the
in
week.
the off time. Like you could have done it last week. You could do it next week. We don't need to discuss it now. So I will let you all go your separate ways, and we will follow the great Alexandra. One might say Alexandra the Great.
Wow.
You can
Awesome.
you can head to Yuzure if you wish for that ritual.
Yeah, during dinner I will tell everybody about the conversation I had and the plan.
Did you ask her how Malgenic is still alive?
Oh, that's a good question.
I thought it might be a bit soon.
Sure.
What did you ask her?
Good idea. Earn her trust first.
I think I would have set the locket like on the table,
Face down.
thinking like if I wasn't touching it, then maybe
That is
the
exactly how it
connection
works.
wouldn't be there.
That is
Yeah.
exactly how it works.
So I would have set it on the table when we sat down, basically.
Yeah, I have written locket, said locket, and used the phrase locket quite often, but I just want to be very clear on how it looks. It is a golden torque. So let me get a...
Talk.
I don't know what that word is you're saying.
Yeah, I'm going to get an image of it for you so you can see.
Doesn't sound real to me.
So it looks a little like... Okay, these images are a bit shitty, but it'll have to do. Oh, here we go. I found a proper version. It maybe doesn't have these green gems, but this is sort of what a torque looks like. It's solid. It's not flexible.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, a bracelet.
No, that
Doesn't
goes around your
match this
neck.
at all.
It
Oh,
goes
a
around your
necklace.
neck. Yeah. But it's solid metal. It can't be bent in any way. Here's a better image of.
Wait, then how do you get it on?
So that's a standard torque. So it unclasps, and then you can
Oh, okay.
usually pull it a little bit, and then take it away.
Wow.
Some of them are really just
Oh, I
very solid
see.
and just sit.
Well, I'll
by
be
weight.
damned.
La-di-da.
The Egyptians wore a lot of them back in the day.
Sounds like a phylactery to me.
Maybe so.
It's interesting you say that. You're not going to get any information about that in game, but it is a fairly similar process. Oh, finally, I found the actual image of what I was looking for. It's
Maybe
a
that's what
fairly
it
similar
was.
process. It's not a phylactery in that she can't then be manifested back into a body.
Well, no, but maybe that's the thing. Maybe she became a lich, and he magically sealed her in the phylactery.
She would quite adamantly tell you no, but it's not a particularly dissimilar process to maintain a soul in an item. You would know this. Think a bit more akin, Josh, to the Ring of Mind shielding. Yeah.
If this item's on the table, can I pick it up?
Sure.
Okay. Do I hear anything?
No.
I'm gonna bring it close to my face. Hello.
Nothing at all. This is exactly the same behavior as it presented all the time when it wasn't in Maldranic's presence, right? The only exception is that it has now been extended to include Alex.
Ugh.
Oh, the ritual is going to solve that problem for you if you put it back down.
So the ritual is gonna free her.
No!
No.
There is a ritual to free her, but no, that isn't what's been discussed. It's been discussed that Yuzure might be able to assist her in manifesting herself for a brief period of day so that she can speak with all of you as a group instead of only with Alex and then Alex having to repeat it all.
I suppose if you call that a solution.
It's a temporary solution so that she can chat with you guys.
Well, all right.
Let's follow Alex there, preferably with Hugo not there.
Rude.
We'll do that.
Alex, as you go to Yuzure, she will sort of look up to you. Can I help you, dear?
Hi. Maldranic kind of sent me here. He thought you might be able to help with this.
Maldranic rarely thinks anything. He knows most of the time.
Roasted.
I'm sure that I am able to assist. With what is it that you would like me to assist?
The soul of his dead wife is in this necklace, and I'd like her to be able to talk to me and my friends.
Yeah. Period.
Wow.
Just like that.
Oh. Valera's locket. I'm still calling it a locket, but you remember he mentioned that Yuzure had potentially been... he'd spoken to her about being able to release the... So she knows the whole thing, and she said...
Yeah.
Yes, I could... One moment. You see her focus, and... Very well. Would you like to assist in the ritual?
Sure.
From what I understand, your magic is growing. Those of the temple speak well of you. Come. And she will place the ritual just on a regular table, just a wooden table. She takes a small amount of water that you know is probably blessed, and sort of just dabs it onto the necklace. And then she says, place your hand on the necklace.
Okay.
And then join with me in the ritual. Just repeat after me, and she'll begin to sort of give you some phrasing. Most of it is in Elven, so it takes you a little while to get to grips with it, but you've used Elven incantations before, so this isn't too much of a stretch, and basically it's a ritual cast. And after that is complete, it takes quite a lot of focus, maybe feels a little bit draining. I would give you an exhaustion card, but you're only going to go and long rest it off 2 seconds later, but be aware that Alexandra would be exhausted by this process. And Yuzure looks a little tired and drained as well, and you can tell she was doing the bulk of the magic using. And afterwards, a beautiful, fairly old-looking elf female spirit will drift up from the necklace. She can manifest for 1 hour a day. This resets on long rest, not at dawn or anything stupid that we won't be able to track.
Does it have to be 1 hour and one go?
No. Sorry, I see what you mean now. No, but for the most part, we will treat it that way. She'll
We're
manifest.
gonna wait till tomorrow to talk.
Yes, definitely, probably more days than that because we're going to time skip, as I said. But we'll do the general greetings and stuff the following day. But yes, she can manifest for 1 hour a day, resets on a long rest. And with that, he's already said it will sit you, and your magic is growing. It is good. There is a lot to learn from Elora, if she will teach you.
That's my hope.
She nods. Your friend, Ragnar, is he well?
He's
It's been better.
fine.
Yeah, she is asking in terms of the beating he took prior to leaving for the Underdark.
And I'm just like, yeah, you totally healed him from that, but then.
Yeah, so in that sense, he's fine. Yeah, cool.
The beatings shall continue until morale improves.
So, you guys can take a long rest. We will come to the following day where you'll meet at the Regal Square Inn. Couple of little things. Pocket money day will just be today because that's convenient. Put this in your individual gold. I'm not going to differentiate it for each of you. So just add 100 gold each.
Right.
If we're being real, it's probably 200 for Olivia and 10 for Cael.
Yeah.
But you can give him 90 and it'll good. So it's 100 gold each.
I will reimburse Cael for how awesome he did in that dungeon.
But yeah, 100 gold each for general spending money. This is so that you guys can afford to do things like eat, drink, and whore without spending group loot. Cool.
That was a sentence and a half.
Well, that's exactly what adventurers do. They eat, drink, and whore, right?
That's right.
Yeah, no, that's fucking true. But
go out
a
whoring.
sentence and a half.
Anyway, following day, you guys can head down to the Regal Squire Inn and question why we're still listening to this very much Elira's in the necklace music, and instead go have some fun down at the tavern.
Heck yeah.
Let's go ahead with a one bard band. Yeah, as you guys sit at the tavern, you why are you serving, Hugo? You're behind the bar. Is Hugo serving today?
He got a part-time job.
Wait.
Now you've just left him with a
where did I
moustache that says
go?
Hugo.
Hey.
You'll deal out your token again. Deal out your token again.
Yeah, I can't make it bigger.
Makes
Makes him disappear.
Ooh. I don't know why that's happened. I will look into it.
That's fine.
Yes, stop making yourself bigger. That's the answer, right? Anyway, as you guys sit around the table upstairs in your traditional room, I'm sure Rosie and Iona will come and serve you. Somebody throw 2 gold pieces out of the group loot, as you will have a nice hearty breakfast of venison, bacon, and eggs and hash browns.
Yummy.
I love hash browns.
Can I request something?
Why not?
Mhm.
Could I have spaghetti hoops on toast?
No,
Oh.
that is just not a
Why?
thing.
Why? They can't make
Spaghetti
little
hoops,
pieces
no.
of spaghetti.
No, I don't even think they know how to make pasta.
Wow.
You're at a regular tavern.
They can make artificers can make bags of holding and endless decanters, but they can't
Does
figure out
this
pasta.
guy look like an artificer to you?
I just mean generally in the world.
Oh, pasta exists in the world, just not at the Regal Square
Oh,
Inn.
just not here.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's a regular tavern. It's
Fuck.
just the stew that's in the pot and some bacon and eggs.
Could I have salmon on croûte?
No, you can have exactly what you've been given, which is venison, bacon, fried eggs, and hash browns.
Not to start the food talk again, but this is the first time I've heard the phrase spaghetti hoops.
Yeah, it's not a whatever it is.
Here we
Gemma
just call
fucking
them
loves them.
SpaghettiOs.
Yep, they are spaghettios.
Yeah. She's is Gemma a big fan of spaghetti? Is that what we're hearing?
And you can get alphabeti spaghetti.
That's not
as
me
well.
this time.
What? Mikyala, you have a dog?
No, that's outside.
Oh,
That barking ass dog.
maybe it is Gemma. It's quite a long way for her to run, isn't it? Cool. So yeah, you guys can enjoy breakfast, and you can manifest an Elora if you wish. This is another thing I tried art for. I wasn't prepared to settle for the shitty art I had. I don't know why like spectral or spiritual art is so difficult to produce. And also old elf, just not a thing. Just fucking
they have to be young and
not
beautiful.
a thing. They've got to be beautiful,
right?
exactly. So imagine, if you will, an elf with long, straight grey hair. You can tell she's dressed in a sort of much older style of clothing. She has a sort of frilled neck piece that comes up quite high. Her dress goes all the way to sort of the top of her shoes, and is also very long sleeved, and she wears a pair of gloves. All this is spectral. And as she manifests, she will look at you all. And as Iona comes up the stairs, she just sort of
Another ghost.
what now?
This is a friend-ish. This is Elora.
Iona just sort of rolls her eyes because a bear wasn't enough, and then looks at you all and looks at her and, hello, Elora. A pleasure to meet you. You don't cry during the night, do you? Don't worry, dear.
Topic.
Any tears I shed will be silent to you. Which just doesn't comfort Iona in the slightest. Iona just sort of looks and, right, better some bacon. Catch you guys later. Ragnar, maybe we can spar sometime soon? And Ragnar sort of gives her a nod, and Matt's not here, right? I just speak for him. No, okay, cool. He's gone... No, wow, that's... The only M I could think of was man-whoring. What is wrong with me?
No, he's marching through Madrid.
He's marching through Madrid. There you go. That is where he's gone. Yes, I'm sure he'll return later with a better moustache.
With manatees.
With the manatees. Yeah, why not? There's loads of
Manaphy, the Pokemon.
Oh, okay, not manatees. Many manatees in Madrid.
Manatees.
So Ragnar will agree, and then Elora will look around to you all, and well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll take a step forward.
They're different in your thoughts,
hello.
dear.
What?
She says to Alex, they're different in your thoughts, dear.
They're kind of all over the place all the time.
Right.
Thank you.
Halflings. Endearing. I'm Elora. Pleasure to meet you.
I'll take a step forward. Hello, I'm Hugo. I hold out my hand.
How polite.
She nods her head to you. It is.
She's
very
incorporeal.
Yeah, exactly that.
She can't pretend.
That feels patronizing to me.
She looks at you, and I fear my touch may be disturbing to mortals.
Ooh, is it a chill touch, you might say?
No, I'm kind of curious now.
Very well.
Yeah,
she will
pass
reach to
around.
take your hand, and it is icy cold,
Ooh.
and your hand goes numb.
Me next. I hold out my hand to
Your name?
Olive.
Pleasure to meet you, Olive. And she will just
You too.
lay a finger on your hand. And ever were the halflings curious?
Yeah, this is like
Only
our
be
second
beneficial.
ghost this year. This is awesome.
A ghost. There are similarities, I suppose. I am dead. Well, technically not. That probably is the key difference, I suppose.
I think with the information we have, you are dead.
My body has died. My spirit never died. Ghosts, their spirits have
Oh.
died and then passed on, and then remained in. Passed over into the undead sort of side of life, and then they have remained. Her spirit is not dead. If you had magic powerful enough, you could put her spirit back into a body. She exists.
Like a robot body or like a human body?
Like someone else's body.
None of
Yeah,
you
that's
have
my
any
question.
idea what a robot is,
Okay.
including
No
her.
Toby here.
No Toby.
So does this mean that it's a case of separating a soul from a body before
It's
death?
courtesy to start with a name. Cael.
Wow, drag him.
My apologies.
Classic
The name's
Cael.
Cael.
She nods to you. Your question, Joe?
Would this mean separating a soul from a body before death, then? If ghosts
Yes.
pass on?
I was bound to this necklace long before I died.
Oh.
Exactly like a ring of mind shielding. She was attuned to it. If she dies, she enters it and persists. That is the whole difference between that and death.
I love that. That is my favorite D&D
Does
item.
sound like powerful magic.
That is magic that Maldronic has, and you must be Ragnar. And she'll nod and wave, and he'll, I'm sure, want to be cold touched, and he'll get so.
Yeah.
Probably on
should.
the forehead, knowing him.
As a curiosity, just to understand the nature of what's going on, could you touch my drink?
Oh, wow, Cael. You're crazy for that one.
She passes through it, and
Wow.
no effect.
So
on it.
rude.
She does not work. She does not serve as a fridge. Sorry.
That would be cool.
She looks to you, Alex, and will say, "These curious minds can. This will be a new phase of life for me." I appreciate your questions. Hugo, go on.
Do you know how Maldronic extends his life?
Yes.
Is it like
Wow.
could you tell us?
He does not extend his life at all. His life is extended until his duty is complete. He does not
Oh,
age.
yeah, he did say that.
This
Is
was
he
not.
really an elf?
No. He consented to this choice, and it has changed him.
What is he?
That is his secret to tell.
Oh, come on.
Mm-mm.
That won't work with me, Hugo.
Wow, I gotta say, you must love him a lot if after all these years of being locked away and not being near him and he didn't come to find you, for you to still protect his secrets. That speaks a lot of your character.
I feel no bitterness nor anger towards Mildred. Only understanding. And your attempts to manipulate our...
Oh, no, I must say, I was being a dick. Hugo meant in all sincerity that it speaks a lot to her character that she does, he was being very sincere.
She was not necessarily referring to that, but also prior to that, when you said, "Oh, please," and she will say, "Any attempts to manipulate me will not succeed in separating my views from my feelings from Mildred."
Wow.
We were married for 7 centuries and
Damn.
together in spirit and mind for another 1,000 after that. Before
How did you meet?
he spent some time
Yeah, what was it like back then?
without me.
Yeah, when the world was black and white.
Yeah, I was gonna say before color was invented.
When everyone lived in a sepia tone.
Truth be told, I sought him out.
Ooh, I
He
like
was-
that.
He commanded powerful magics, and
Yeah,
I was a healer. I had a subject who was cursed, and I sought him out for assistance.
Oh.
We worked together multiple times, and our relationship moved swiftly from professional to intimate.
Scandalous.
Do you have any children?
It was not scandalous. No.
Oh no, I meant that in a good way.
Even then, Maldronic was sworn to his duties. And as such, children were something we chose not to pursue.
Did you have any pets?
That's a question.
I personally had a few pets over my time. I once had this wonderful lizard, like a gecko, I suppose.
Like this, and I will wild shape into my lizard.
Oh
Wow! A druid.
How cute.
Magnificent. No, a little smaller and slightly beady-eyed, but and without the hair. She will say, bear with me a second, where is it?
The lizard gasps. No one's ever mentioned to Hugo that his wild shapes.
Oh, really? I thought that was an
You must have had to
intentional
brush that hair out of your eyes more than once, with hair like that.
I think you'll find that in all my animal arts, they're very careful to keep it out of his eyes.
There is no way you don't feel that moving around in the wind.
Nope.
Oh, beautiful.
I guess
Already
when you get
covered in
used to
fur
it, you stop
already there.
noticing it.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, for the rat, it really is.
Oh, come on! You can literally see that hair at the side of his eye.
No, I'm sorry.
There
but
is
you're
no
not
way
convincing
he
me.
can't see that hair.
You're
that's
not.
right
You're not
next to.
convincing me.
Either way, she will look, well, a little like that. He was green, and what did we call him?
Jimmy.
Neutron.
No.
Yes.
Mischief! That was it! Mischief,
That's
what we
cute
call
too.
him. Fucking Dex. He was great when we had him.
Well, that's beautiful.
Did you always want to be a healer? Because I read this story about this great warrior. He was like a gladiator, but he wanted to be a baker.
No,
I think his name was Pantheon.
I fell into my duties at an early age. My mother was a healer. She showed me that. But I fell in love with the craft very early on. I had a natural affinity for it.
Can we tell what race she is? Have you already said?
She's an elf.
She's
She's an elf who
Can we
died
tell
of
what
old
kind of
age
elf?
at the age of 871.
Yes. Can we tell what kind of elf?
Nice.
All
Sea,
elves
wood,
are
high,
high elves, I think, in this
Drow.
campaign, not? Well, yeah, okay, there are drow and high elves. I don't think there's any other elves. High and wood. Sorry. So yeah, she's she appears to be a high elf.
Okay. No sea. And no sun.
No, I don't think sun elves are a thing. Anyway, yeah, she will sort of tell you that, and she'll ask a few questions about what you will do and why there's a bear in the room and a few other things like that. And all general acquaintances will be made known, and that'll be it for today. Because we are going to take a short break. We will be right back. Hello, and welcome back to the second half of Drathnor Keep. After Elora has finished sort of introductions and stuff, she will dissipate. You guys will have a lovely lunch, and we will time skip. It is going to be 3 days later. Yeah, we're going to go 3 days later. I understand that, Hugo, you may have done something before those 3 days, but we'll just treat it as if you waited 3 days because you're nice like that. And Olive, there is a tap at your door. It feels very early. You are in bed when it happens.
Who is it? That's what I say.
It's Mathas.
Whoa. Let me wash my face real quick. And then I go open the door. Hello. What brings you here at this very early hour?
Oh, it is. I suppose it is a little early.
No, I was getting up anyway.
Apologies, ourselves. It's a little different for us.
Oh, true.
I am. We're going scouting, and 3 of us are. There's been some strange tracks, and I wondered if you'd like to come and learn with us.
Yeah. Okay,
we're
right now?
Leaving in an hour.
Okay.
We'll break our fast upon the
Say
way.
no more. I'll be there. Yeah, I just gotta, can I bring Clover, or is this not
He sort of hesitates.
appropriate?
Can you maybe ask Olive to ask Clover to hang back a bit? Follow us away behind or something. Let's just maybe broach the topic with the other 2 before we have her storm on in. I'm sure they'll love her, but just yeah.
Okay. No problem. Yep. That's fine.
Cool. I look forward to it.
Okay. Yep. I'll be there.
Yeah, so you've got
running in place.
You've got an
Don't know
hour
what
to
do.
literally just get dressed and walk down to the edge of town. So it's all you got to do. No rush at all. Cool.
Yeah, but I gotta look fresh.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
collect Clover and tell her to be sneaky.
Yeah, how does that conversation go?
Okay. Clover, my angel. We've just been invited on a super cool mission with a super cute guy, and I need you to not blow this for us.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm just kidding. They're not ready to face you. So what we're gonna do is I know. It's because you need to be introduced properly. Like when they do those big fancy balls and they list everyone's name for so long, I'm gonna spend the time talking you up to those guys, and then you reveal yourself. Okay? It's gonna be awesome.
She sort
And
of
I'll get
nuzzles
you
up
some
against
fish
you.
or yeah.
As soon as you say that, like she sort of
Of
leaps
course.
up, arms on your shoulders, nuzzles into you.
Oh, you're getting so big.
Yeah. And with that, you can set out for the
Beautiful.
day.
Okay.
Yeah. Over the course of the day, you will first of all head out, and you will meet two other elves. Their names are Tyrael and Cylin. Ask me not why there is a comma in the middle of that, because I don't know.
You know these elven names.
I think I was originally deciding if there was 4 of them, and then I decided there was just going to be the 3 of them, and then I wrote the and without getting rid of the comma. So obviously the first is Mathas, right? So it's Mathas, Tyrael, and Cylin. Tyrael is a female elf. She has sort of blonde hair with sort of dark brown roots. And she's got it like pulled up on top of her head quite tightly. She's very at ease. Sorry, sort of in a forest green. She's carrying a bow on her shoulder. Doesn't seem to have any other weapons. Seems very calm, very practical. And when she sees you, she sort of, Olive, nice to meet you.
Hey,
I'm Tyrael.
yeah, nice
and she
to
sort of
meet
brings
you.
her hand and like claps it into yours, like quite
Oh,
firmly
wow.
shakes your hand.
I
She's
go along with it.
very
Cool.
confident. And then she smiles at you, and this is Cylin. And Cylin is a fairly tall elf. He's got black short hair that's like cut back almost like a soldier's cut. He has pale grey eyes that sort of meet yours, and he just gives you a slight nod and nothing else.
Yeah.
You can see he has a sort of really elegant longsword at his hip. He has a longbow at his back, like the others. He does wear forest greens, but you do notice like there's some silver filigree to his armor. Whether he's more important or just more ostentatious, or maybe a bit more of a snob, you're not sure. But he doesn't lead. Tyrael leads, and he says nothing to you at all.
Okay, I will give him a acknowledging nod back, and try to project confidence here.
As they go, Mathas and Tyrael sort of take it in turns, talking about a few things. They will show you a couple of the natural herbs that grow by the trees. They will pick berries, and then as they sort of have picked a few berries, Tyrael will break open some sort of like green leather packaging. And inside you can see they've got breakfast prepared. This is like... guys have Rice Krispies in the US?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh my
so do you know
gosh,
those
of
Rice
course.
Krispie cakes?
Yeah.
They're like all Rice Krispie squares. They're exactly like that. It's just this sort of pull
awesome.
away honey and oats Rice Krispie cakes. They're so tasty.
sounds
And then they
yummy.
have those with the fresh berries they pick along the way. You can see the two elves speak really easily to each other. They're obviously really comfortable in each other's company, and they try and include you at all times. It's part lesson, but you sort of get the impression that they might sort of, oh look, here's this berry, yada, as they were talking. Did you see that rabbit out there? Like, it's commentary on the day. Isn't the sun beautiful as she rises? Little comments like that. It's sort of companionship conversation. Whilst they are including you and helping you, they're also would clearly be having these conversations as just the two of them as well.
Great. I try to look like I know what I'm talking about.
After about half an hour, Mathas just sort of turns around at you and, so, Olive, you're friends with the bear?
Wow, this is so out of nowhere. Yeah, is that? I don't know what. Yeah, okay. Should I just whistle for her to come out? Everyone, just be cool.
And before you whistle, the very first words Cylin has said in this entire walk, he'll just say, "She's following us about 20 minutes back.
Oh,
She's been
she's
following
so
us
well
all this time.
behaved. Oh my goodness.
Her attempts to be stealthy are adequate."
Well, she's getting bigger and tougher, and this is the kind of thing I need to train her on, both of us. I know it's a little bizarre, but well.
And then you
Just
whistle
so
her,
like-
and she will begin to
Yeah,
approach. After about 10 minutes, she catches up, and immediately Tyrael looks around. Corellin, she is beautiful. Look at her. Oh, come here.
Yeah.
And she immediately sort of goes to her little pouch in her bag, and you can see she's got some strips of dried meat, and sort of chucks one out to her, and she goes down on one knee. And, look at you.
Oh.
You're amazing. You're so beautiful. You can see Cylin, like, he doesn't scoff, but he just sort of looks down, like.
That's fine.
And then he begins staring off in completely opposite direction, like looking.
He
to the
has to
distance.
maintain his cool facade. I get it. I will just give Clover a thumbs up, like I told you, we're good.
So, how did you meet? Tyrael asks.
How did we meet? Well, it's kind of a sad story. I don't like to tell it in front of Clover, but let's just say
She sort of turns to you and asks you in Halfling, which
wow.
is very antiquated. Like, it's not really used. Your mum may have told you off in Halfling a couple of times and forced you to learn the language as a youngster, but it's like and her speaking of it is really like super old Halfling. It's like nowadays, if she knew you knew Latin, it's like she's asked you in Latin to repeat the story, and she'll say in Old Halfling, "Does Clover understand the old tongue of the Halflings?"
I will try to dust off the old halfling I know and say, no, I haven't practiced it.
Practice makes perfect. Isn't that right?
Much.
And she looks at Cylin, and he will very quietly say, in Old Halfling, "It matters not to me which tongue you natter in." And they will continue on. But you may, now answer the question freely without Clover listening in.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, it's kind of sad. Her, I think it was maybe around the harvest time, her mama was, sniffing around my family's orchards, farms, whatever, looking for food, and, well, I think she got a little too close and maybe, someone dealt with her, and, well, I just sort of played around there for a while, and then one day I just see this little baby cub out by the river, not knowing what's left and right, and I don't know. My friend Hugo is way better with animals. I got him to talk to her and get the whole story, and well,
he's the one that wore the anti-hunting dress, right?
It's supposed to be a secret, but
all the elves know.
I thought they might.
And she will, by the way, repeat everything you say in Elvish to Mathas, who is doing a really bad job of acting like he doesn't know. And after a while, she just looks and, "You already know all of this, don't you? In common." And he just, yeah. So only I wasn't in on the bear? And Mathas sort of looks and, Cylin wasn't told. She just looks to him and
just perceptive.
The fact that he knew there was a bear following 20 minutes behind does indicate some level of preternatural ability. But as this conversation is sort of easing on, it's about 9:30 in the morning when Cylin sort of just raises a hand. And immediately they go dead still. Both of the elves.
I do the same.
Clover sort of.
Nice.
Like she's rocking a little bit. She's letting out a little growl every now and again, but she's trying.
Yeah.
And then he looks back at her, like not angrily, but like just slightly like distracted, like a little irritated. And then he sits and looks at the ground and just nods in a certain direction. Tyrael will very quietly say, "We move as silently as possible. This here's a goblin track."
Okay. I use my common sign language actually to say, okay.
She looks at you and shrugs. Like, she speaks a lot of languages, but she doesn't speak that one. After quite a while, he will stop again, and you may give me a perception check.
Oh, alrighty. Oh, that one. I'm a halfling. Okay, that's like a little better. 15.
Yeah. You see a tiny, like, corner sliver of metal on the ground that he's looking at. You're not sure what it is, but it looks like maybe a bit of a weapon or something.
Yeah.
And she will very quietly say to you, "An arrowhead. Goblin make."
How far are we from the town? Do they normally get this close?
At this point, you're about 6 hours out.
Oh, okay.
And you move
Not that
fast.
crazy.
Like, the rangers move fast. For regular people, it would probably be a 10 or 12 hour walk.
Okay.
And she will say, "No, they're far too bold. We'll move into the forest. And we'll set up a watch." After a little while, they move in, and Silen will sort of reach out to the tree and place his hand on it, and the tree branches sort of extend out over you all to give you like a natural teepee shelter. You will see he once again leans to the ground and he begins very quietly, and you'll see the grass sort of grows very thick and sort of almost grows into the trees. And then he will reach out and put his hand on each of you one by one. Say, "Oscar." And you'll just feel like a sort of cold flush all down your body. But as you look down, you are passed without traced. You have, I think Hugo has done this before, is that right? Did you cast Pass Without Trace? Someone cast Pass Without Trace, right?
Yeah.
Oh, from your staff, yeah.
So, yes.
2 charges of the Staff of Woodlands, yeah.
Cool.
So, you have all of this, and then the elves literally just stop, look outwards, and don't move.
Oh, they meant watch very literally. Okay. I crouch in place and do the same thing.
Okay. Give me a
patience check?
No, I think give me a stealth check.
Oh, okay, I'm good at that.
Yeah, it's to see how at ease you are with your position, how well you blend in.
Oh, dirty 20.
Plus 10 from Pass Without Trace.
Oh, dirty 30 then.
Dirty 30. I turned dirty 30 about 4 years ago. It's not been all it's cracked up to be. But yes, you notice after about 10 minutes, maybe 15, Tyrael looks down at you and, "Oh, I see what you mean," she says to Mathis.
What? What does that mean?
"You're doing well. Do you mind if I speak with Clover, is it?"
Oh, by all means. She's pretty chatty.
And she sort of leans down to Clover and speaks very quietly in the elven tongue, very reassuringly, etc. And then she will say to you, "If it's okay with you, Clover's gonna wander out of our den and be a little more like a bear." Her growling and pacing is bringing attention to our hide.
Okay.
She'll be fine.
Follow your instincts, Clover.
Silen will watch her. And Silen motions, like, and the tree just parts for her, and then goes back again. As she heads out, you wait 20, 30, 40 minutes. And then finally, there's a tiny sound. Give me a perception check, see if you can work out what it is.
Oh gosh. This is like a meditation. Ugh. Worse. 13.
Yeah, you hear this sort of like, but you're not sure what it is. Even Mathis seems to like, Mathis and Tyrael seem to strain, like. And Cylin will turn to you all. There are 6 goblins. You notice he has his eyes closed.
Whoa.
They're about 20 minutes out. They're talking about returning to camp. I can't get eyes on them right now.
Eyes on them.
We must call a friend.
Oh.
And with that, he will gesture and the tree will sort of relinquish its hold. And he lets out 2 different cries. The first is this sort of, he makes this whistling sound that sort of sounds a bit like a bird tweet. And then just afterwards, he lets out this sort of grunting, snuffling sound. And you wouldn't have believed it wasn't actually Clover. And then after a short while, Clover will amble on over and a bird will fly down. Little Robin flies down and he puts out his finger and and you see him sort of place his hand on the bird, who holds deathly still for a moment. And then there's this horrible, creepy moment where the bird opens its eyes, and it's got like these pale grey, elvish eyes on a bird. And you see his eyes are completely black all over, glossy bird-like eyes. And then the bird flies up into the sky. Josh, what are you doing? Can't just eat cat tail.
I do all the time. It's a delicacy.
And after about 10 minutes, Cylin will say, "You should all return. I'll keep watch. Maldronic must know." And he
okay. We just watch.
Mathis
we don't interact or anything.
Maldronic, do you not mean Lord Bantus?
Yeah.
And Cylin says, "No, this one's from Maldronic. He has some new recruits he wants to train or something."
Oh.
Mathis looks at you and smiles.
I just look smug.
I make their numbers about 30.
Oh. That's a lot of goblins.
Good luck. With that, you may head back, and you have learnt a new ability. It is called the Forest's Ears. And it is once per long rest. You can spend 10 minutes in silence and then make a perception check. And you will be able to perceive creatures that are hidden, even invisible, within 120 feet, even if they are completely obscured. This also will allow you to hear people that are underground nearby you, etc.
Awesome.
The Forest Ears. I will create a feed for you if you would like. After session.
Sick.
Cool. With that, as you head on back, the 2 of them will speak easily about sort of what they saw, and goblins, and Tyrael will sort of say, "We could have taken them, 4 of us, I'm sure."
Yeah.
And then Mathis sort of says, 4. Perhaps with Clover, yes. Cylin won't fight anymore, you know that.
Oh, he's a pacifist?
No. He lost his son recently.
That's awful.
He blames himself.
Well, I see why he's so, focused.
Oh no, he was always like that, Mother says.
Oh.
But yes, he is.
Okay.
He was always a little distant, but he doesn't trust himself in a battle. Says he will be the reason that everyone dies or something. I don't know. It's
Damn.
awful hard on himself.
Well, everyone grieves differently.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm ravenous. Hunting?
Yeah.
Right. I've got a trick to show you. Sorry that Clover's not going to get on the action. But Tyrael sort of lets out this long call, that sounds a bit like a sort of long honking sound. And after a little while, you will see a small V of geese fly overhead.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Wow.
And Tyrael says, bet you 50 gold you get less than me. And then she's already shooting. You can make me 3 attack rolls.
Oh my god. Halfling life. Now 1 turns into 18.
18 hits.
1, 19.
Hits.
And 14.
Not quite.
Damn.
So she will get 3 and you will get 2. Mathas lands 1 and then sort of stops to watch the competition. Sorry, Justin.
I was just gonna say, fun fact, that a group of geese, what you call it, changes depending on whether or not it's in the air or not.
So they're a gaggle and then a flock. Is that right?
On the ground they're a gaggle, in the air they're a flock.
That's hilarious.
Or a wedge or a skein.
A wedge.
Have you just given her treats?
Yeah.
You're such a scavenger. She's had treats in there and now she's coming in to see if she can get
it. You don't know that. Can't you see she hasn't had treats in years?
She is underdeveloped.
She can have her chair. That is it. Cool. Right, yeah. You guys can head back. You can all take 40 experience points.
Yay!
To Olive's success.
How much
like we're there.
40.
Side questing.
Your gaggle collects together as if a skein, because you are all osmosificating the XP. Yes. Cool. Hugo, what have you been up to?
I think Hugo's a bit obsessed by the fact that Maljanic's abandoned wife said that he's not an elf, and so he.
Oh, the Maljanic's not an elf. Sorry, I thought she said you're not an elf because she called you a halfling. I was like, no, that's true, right?
I'm obsessed with that. It doesn't make sense.
That Maljanic's not an elf, and so he's kind of like. In his head, it's like a board with pictures and string lining all these different ideas of
the
what
conspiracy board.
Be. Yeah. So that's what he's been up to in his mind.
Do you do any actual investigating of that, or are you just thinking about it a lot?
I mean, I don't know if he thinks anyone would actually know, save for Maljanic himself. And he thinks that if the wife ain't going to tell him, Maljanic sure as hell isn't going to tell him or admit to anything.
Did you mention your thoughts to Alex or to?
I definitely mentioned it to the group. I've probably been quite annoying about it.
So, Alex, Cael, and Ragnar, do any of you intend to seek out any information anyway about that, or do you just sort of wonder about it and ponder like Hugo is?
You could try researching long-lived beings.
There'll be so many of those.
I don't know that there's that many that live quite that long. And also ways that a life might be extended, or a pact that might extend a life.
Okay, well, I'll let you research that. I need to go.
I'm learning, Hugo. I need to talk to her.
Yeah, learning about long-lived people. That's what you're learning.
What if he's a human?
Sorry, Matt, what was that?
What was that, Matt?
What if he's a human?
What if he's a human and has had his magic extended, his life extended
That
magic?
doesn't make any sense.
Why
He's
not?
being kept alive until he finishes whatever he's supposed to finish.
Well, no, he just never got sick.
He just never got sick. That's what Ragnar thinks. But interesting enough, you did hear her say that human wizards and sorcerers fascinated her in their pursuing of power and their achieving the same amount as elves do in many centuries. So maybe Ragnar's onto something. Cael, what about you? Will you research it? Because Alex is busy.
You know what? Yeah, I will. I'm going to go right ahead and do that. I'll hit up that library and see what I can find out.
Cael goes off to the library.
Because the only thing that I think as a character I would have ever heard of being something that, you know, lives for a tremendous length of time would probably be a lich. And quite frankly, Maldranic is the most alive and normal
Straight to the
looking lich
source.
I've ever fucking seen. If he is one.
Indeed.
That's
He's
But
kept
didn't
his
he
cover up
describe what he
real
looks like?
well. Yeah, often liches struggle with, like, they have to wear, like, perfumes and stuff, like the smell of rotten decay comes through, like, stuff like that. They're often very,
Ugh.
very private and secretive. They don't tend to sit at court balls and hold court and chat. Cael, as you head off to the library, Alex, are you pursuing learning individually with... I'm coming back to you, Josh. Are you pursuing learning individually with...
Yeah, just the focus on the
Elora.
healing and learning about the ancient ways of healing. Yeah.
Elora will suggest that maybe the two of you head down to the Temple Infirmary. So a reminder that you have the Temple of the Gods in Drathnor. They're all individual gods are represented by different shrines. But the infirmary is sort of a place where mostly non-magical healing happens. While you're there, you find a man with gout. Lovely. A woman who's had both her arms crushed in the process of milling. So she's caught them in the machinery and the contraption. There is a man whose elbow's been bitten by his dog. And there are two women who are both fairly elderly. One is sick with some sort of ague or wasting disease. And the other one has what seems to be a manifestation of the common cold got worse. As she talks you through those, they're not very exciting. She will suggest ways in which you might learn to use your healing magic over, sort of release the healing out more gently and focus it on more restorative means rather than actual healing per se. Learning to sort of channel or cure wounds, if you will, into treating very specific symptoms over a very slow period. It's incredibly difficult to grasp, and it's not something you can even make a check for right now, but over time it might be something you can pick up. Mm-hmm. While she's discussing that with you, Hugo, now you've dispatched those two off and you're conspiracy ahead.
Okay,
Wow.
Cael, whilst you go and research that, I need to leave.
Dancing Dryad. Is that where you're headed?
Ooh.
You see Hugo blush. I don't need to answer to you, and I run out the door.
Ragnar, when you were not here, Iona invited you to spar as you were mending.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we will come to that in a moment. We may defer to next week. I'm not sure because we're going to see how long it takes with Hugo.
Okay.
But Hugo, you are heading down to the Dancing Dryad, I assume. How
Correct.
much money are you spending? That's what I want to know.
I mean, I know obviously I have a discount. I feel like I've not spent much time with him in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So if I could, it sounds so awful. If I could rent him out for the day, then I could.
A day and a night
spend
would be 100 gold pieces before discount.
Sorry, what?
The day and night would be 100 gold pieces before discount.
Okay.
Can we remember what your discount was?
I think it was 50 or 60 for an evening, including sex. It was like a really good deal because I rolled really well.
I think it was 60 instead of 100. Yeah, I was 60 instead of 100. Yeah. So yeah, it'd be 60 gold pieces for the day and night.
Cool. Yeah, then I would like to take my lover for like a picnic.
Oh, interesting. So you arrive at the Dancing Druid.
Oh.
And you come in through the side door, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You are greeted by...
I'm holding a wicker basket, by the way.
By Jean Villaume.
Really cute.
You're greeted by Jean Villaume, who sort of looks at you. Look who's come back. You don't have your friend with you today.
I think he'll be by later. He's just studying magic.
How droll.
Studying his cantrip.
How can I assist you?
Bollocks, why do I always forget his name? Vulcan? Is that his name?
Yes.
Do you even love him in the slightest?
Wow.
No, he doesn't say that. So he says, I see you. It's you.
I'm sorry?
You're Vulcan's new young man. Interesting.
What do you mean?
Well, he made mention of you once or twice.
What did he say?
There's a great power to secrets. What looks at you?
Ragnar.
He was pleased with your efforts.
Oh.
Now you skedaddle along. I'm sure you know where his room is by now, do you not? Would you like me to send up some wine? Or perhaps some massage oil?
No, thank you. I think we're fine without your help.
How long do you intend to stay?
Is that any of your business?
I'm afraid it is. I am currently responsible for taking payments in the lady's absence.
Where's Lorelei?
She does not inform me of her whereabouts when she leaves. She merely tells me to man the desk.
Veronica Vada Vixen. Just wanted an excuse to say her name.
The young lady does not work here. How long do you intend to How long do you intend to stay? A day and a night, perhaps?
Yeah.
And I understand you have Volgan's personal discount.
Yeah. You see, Hugo's very awkward discussing.
You must have been eager to earn such favors. Come now, there is no point being shy around us. And he sort of puts his arm around you in a sort of like quite low down, in a sort of like a gentle sort of
rude.
Pulls you in and sort of like, okay, you'll have to get a little used to it, you know. I understand that you'll be visiting regularly. And then he ruffles your hair and says 60 gold pieces and have fun.
I reluctantly give him the money. And
scurry on with your basket up the stairs.
I shuffle around my own hair after he did.
Yep.
And I'll very quickly walk away.
Okay. Yep, you're scurrying up the stairs, and you can knock on Volgan's door, who will open the door to you.
Yes.
Hugo! Wonderful.
Hi. I thought that maybe we could go for a picnic, and I raise my wicker basket up.
A picnic? That sounds wonderful. Let me get ready. And then he sort of looks at, unless of course you'd like to work up an appetite first.
I look around.
He sort of, as you're standing, he sort of leans over you to push the door shut behind you until he's just resting his beard on your shoulder.
Whoa.
There's plenty of time to do.
I actually thought that maybe we could try outside.
Very well. He sort of kisses your ear slightly and nuzzles at you.
Oh, we can try right here. And I kiss him.
And then he sort of grabs your shirt and pulls you in and says, or both. And then, after about an hour, you guys can head out and go for a picnic. Is there anywhere in particular you're taking him?
Probably just outside, not far outside the keep, but maybe a little bit into the nearby woods or whatever.
When you guys sit down for a picnic, he will put out a book that he is carrying. And he will tell you that it is one of his favorite tales. And it is the story of... Oh, I've got to change this. I just remembered. Because it's a tome from one of my other campaigns, and I didn't know somebody was going to come in with the name Cael.
So it's a tragic story of the wardens.
No. It's the story of Farron and somebody else, because it's originally Cael. Yeah, why not? Farron and Gael, or Gael. Yes, I suppose like that. Exactly that. But basically, this is it's a romance story where the two were, one's a servant and one's a lord, and they have to keep their relationship secret because of it. And it's about the sort of the ways in which they wrote each other romantic letters and notes, and delivered them at breakfast when he was serving him in the keep, and little things like that. And sort of it's very romance heavy. And he wants to read you a couple of chapters of it, basically. And he will do so if you'll allow him.
Yes, I will allow it.
He sort of knows that you are sort of very into the idea of romance, and you're quite innocent in that sense, and so he definitely encourages that.
I would actually really wanted to talk to you about something.
Is that so?
Yeah.
I'm all ears.
And you see, like, Hugo it's kind of hard for him to like look Vulcan in the eyes. He's kind of like looking all over the place. He's like fiddling with his hands. He looks very nervous. Do you want to be my boyfriend?
I do not get a choice of whom I spend my time with in my work, Hugo. The lady dictates who I am with and when. Such a relationship would be truly unfair on you.
Well, maybe we could find you another job. What did you want to be when you was a kid?
A courtesan, lad.
What?
Damn.
Wait, when you was 8, you wanted to be a prostitute?
No, in his younger years, when he was like 13, 14. He thought that's a job where I get to do what I want all the time. He will tell you I do love my job, and the lady pays me exceptionally well. We can see each other a lot, though. Not all romances are out in the open, and he sort of taps his book.
Yeah, okay. Around here I helped Mother Badger. I'm just gonna go see if she's nearby, and I like rode off into the woods. Like he could see like tears were welling up in his eyes as he was making up his excuse.
After a short while, you know he's following you.
Yeah.
And eventually he sort of catches up with you, and he grabs you by the hand, and he turns you back. And an occupation and feelings are not the same thing. We can still have fun, Hugo. Let's enjoy it for what it is, before we try and make it something that it isn't. And he sort of conjures almost out of nowhere a strawberry, and he sort of places it between his lips, and will try and pass it to you, if you will. He tries to distract you in that.
I take the strawberry, like from his lips, like with my hand. I need to help my friend with his research.
He holds you quite tightly, and he just says, "Let us enjoy it for what it is. Come on. You plan to spend the day and night. So let's not change that. Perhaps tomorrow, when I am working and you're not available, I shall be with someone else. But for now, it's just the two of us. And what are we as the two of us but lovers?"
I don't want to be just lovers. I love you.
It is very soon for such things.
Have you never heard of love at first sight?
And have you heard of love that grows and blossoms? That builds gently between two people until it is unstoppable, cannot be changed or prevented by courtly station or by occupation.
You don't want that. I understand. And I don't want to force you into something that you don't want to be
On
involved
the contrary,
in.
and he sort of pulls you in. He says, I don't think you know much of love just yet, Hugo, but you've got plenty of time to learn.
I very softly, push him a little back. I don't need you to explain my own feelings to me.
I'm not. I'm explaining mine. Just because I perhaps have learnt over the years to harden my heart to the act of being a courtesan. And it may take longer for mine to soften. Is that enough reason for you to walk away from this love you so profess?
I don't wanna spend I don't know how long pining over you if it's not available. I live a dangerous life. That sounds so ridiculous. People are out to get me, and I keep being sent
Wow.
on these. Sent on these dangerous quests. I don't know. No, I don't want to wait. I want to seize the day. I want to experience love and happiness, and I don't want to have to give that up on the
You
on the
see
hope
his
and the
head
chance
sort
that
of
maybe
drop.
someday.
You see his head drop, and he sort of lets his hand drop from you. He says, I understand. I'm sorry that I cannot promise you so much in so little time. Perhaps you'll find somebody else who does. And then he will turn and walk back to the picnic site. Give me an insight check.
I'm not sure I want to know the answer. It's 14, but I will use my card.
Okay. Get it out.
You hear that, Jamal? That's what you're meant to do with them. Use
Do not
them.
fear failure. Fear not trying. And as you
That's a 16.
with a 16, he was hurt. That was very clear to you.
Sure. Yeah.
In addition, you sort of get the impression that he's clearly fond of you. And he's not, he's not heartbroken by the loss of the love of his life, obviously, but he is sad that what was shaping up to be something really enjoyable and pleasing, you're now taking away. And as he's sort of 30 or 40 feet away, you do see him sort of turn back to look at you. Hesitate for a moment. Turn away and continue walking.
I think Hugo just kind of drops to his knees and he's just sobbing profusely.
He will wait at the picnic site. You brought the basket and the blanket, so he will wait there.
And you already paid.
I did already.
Awkward.
Yeah, I don't think. I think I probably stay in the woods, probably until nightfall.
Okay.
I probably after a long time of crying his heart out, he probably he just lays on the floor, looking at the sky, and just kind of picturing what could be if he went along with what he said, and it was just a very casual, non-committal thing. And then he thinks about what it could be if he didn't fall in love with a prostitute, and he could have a very traditional relationship and family and stuff like that. And I think he just lays on the ground looking at the sky, thinking of all these different lives he could lead.
Okay. And you say that till nightfall. What about come nightfall?
Yeah. Then come nightfall, he would probably start slowly making his way back to the keep.
You just abandon the picnic basket, the blanket, etc. Or would you walk someone near it, or?
I think I would walk near it, and then I'd roll a die to see if
you will see him. You will see him sat on the blanket. It's 10 o'clock at night. The moon is up. It's clearly cold. And he's sat on the blanket. He's reading his book.
Oh, good.
You notice as soon as you get even slightly close, he looks up and sees you.
I kind of have a look on my face as if to say, like, I don't know what to say to you.
Just waits. Because you're far enough away that he can't say anything.
Yeah, I suppose I would start walking forward, not necessarily towards him. I wouldn't, like, veer off, but I'm certainly not walking with, like, as if to say, like, I'm walking to come and talk to you. It's not that kind of fun.
As you get within earshot, he'll sort of call out, I didn't eat any of the food.
Oh, no.
Shall we at least eat together?
He swallows the lump in his throat.
Or is it marriage tomorrow or nothing?
Oh, why couldn't you just let me finish?
Oh.
Why couldn't you just let me finish?
As he sort of sees you hesitating a little bit, he will stand up and come towards you and start with the sandwich.
Oh, God. Why'd you have to open your mouth? Let's see. Hi, yes, low, no.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Wow.
That's a 90 on the D100, by the way.
Two-Face, Harvey Dent.
Yeah, I will swallow the lump in my throat, and I'll take a seat.
Mm.
Yeah, he will hand you the sandwich and say, What if I wasn't working?
What?
What if you didn't come and pay, but when I wasn't working, we go for a picnic, or we go for a walk, or we meet at a cafe? Things will take me longer. Doesn't mean I don't want them. Could start with a good friendship. And getting to know each other. And the typical things, you know? Like a date.
Oh.
That's such weird wording.
Yeah, it was difficult to explain what I meant. Like with good, let me just explain that a bit further. He's well, yeah, he's sort of talking about like, let's start off as like getting to know each other, like two people who have first met, instead of.
Mm-hmm.
He sort of hesitates, and after a while, and when I'm working, I have to be the person you want me to be. It's harder to feel like that.
Okay.
He sort of smiles, and these sandwiches would have been a lot better 8 hours ago. And,
That is not served safe.
Yeah, I sniff the suspicious egg mayo.
No.
He just sort of like leans over, and he just sort of, I don't mean in a sexual way, he just sort of like rubs your knee, like sort of like a comforting, sort of like a half pat.
I was going to say, not in a sexual way, he leans over and rubs your nipple. But not in a
No, you
sexual
know what I mean?
way.
Like that sort of like that comforting, like tap sort of tap ruffle, and if you will let him, he will tell you that when he was a child, his parents both died.
Oh, well, yeah.
And he was taken in by a woman who worked in a brothel at the Dwarven City.
Tale as old as time, really.
And yeah, he wanted to be like the woman who raised him, a courtesan, make people happy. And he will start to tell you a little bit about who he is behind the scenes. But we will very quickly move over to Cael in the library before we finish. Cael!
With a candlestick.
Hello.
Where is our library? I'm sure we have a library. Do we have a library, right?
Somewhere in Drathnor.
Is the library open?
Good question.
The library's
Is it
always
We have a photo
hours?
of all of us at the library, but probably not the library alone.
perhaps you are right. Yes, okay, well fine, we'll go to that library.
I'm not there though.
No, nobody is, apart from Cael. He's all alone, there's no one there beside him.
Everybody's in on just Cael.
I'm all alone.
But as you go there, what exactly
Love
would you be
this
taking
Hugo.
out to try and look at, like to find out the answers?
So I'd be interested in looking for, on the magical side, finding out more about magics that extend lifespans.
Okay.
On the creatures side, I would be looking at ancient creatures, older creatures, sort of creatures that are sort of blend the boundaries between myth and legend and what is the real one now.
Yeah. So you will find in the magic section, the only mention of any life extending is that of the potion of longevity. Potion of longevity, the recipe is long lost to time, says the book. But there are rumors in the past of it being used to extend lives well beyond their natural span. He who owned the recipe would be rich beyond his years and wealthy in his lifespan. That's what it says. That's it.
Right.
So
that book didn't give us anything new.
in the
so I
mythology,
need to change my line,
in the sort of mythology section, you find a few creatures that live an extremely long period of time. The first is a sphinx. He's probably not a sphinx.
Oh, that would
He's
be cool
definitely
if
not
it was a
Sphinx,
Sphinx.
unless he's got some way of true polymorphing himself.
Exactly that. And well,
Well, isn't that a kind of
true polymorph would
assumption, though,
shorten
that we
his
should
life.
have?
A true
Oh,
polymorph
yeah,
would shorten
okay,
his
that's
life again, right? Because he would be an elf. But you
Yeah.
can assume that there is his physical form may be slightly different to that which you see
Yeah.
if his life isn't extended magically as it is. You read a few legends of creatures that no longer exist, that may have lived a long time. One of those that's mentioned is a Medusa. Medusas tend to live,
Ooh, that would be
they've got a proper name, beginning with a G.
Gorgon.
Gorgon, thank you. Gorgons tend to live an exceptionally long period of time, so it is said, but no one has ever seen one, heard one, or heard tale of one.
That doesn't seem likely either.
Yep, dragons, but apparently the dragons died off a couple of millennia ago, so that seems a bit odd.
He could be a millennium year old.
And just suspiciously the only one, and also a human. And then the third one you'll see is the I'm going to lean on Mikyala for this one. What is Raikai or Matt? If he's here, is it Empyrean, something like that. Yeah, which is a celestial creature. You know that. Empyrean, there you go. Hi. You know that Bantus and Lady Felia are both celestials of a kind. Their kind is said to live between 500 and 1,000 years. They have celestial blood. The players did know that last time round, but Matt dismissed it out of hand. Lord Bantus, the Lord of Drathnor Keep, was a celestial, yeah. And that makes him sleeping with a succubus even more interesting. By the way,
I'll say.
And then the other thing you'll read is Devilkind and Demonkind. Those that can manifest themselves in the material plane can live eternally. They do not age ever.
Well, I'll be furiously jotting down the notes of all of the possible creatures and
Maybe he's a
jotting out and
devil.
ruling out certain thoughts.
As you do so, you will be bothered.
No.
Just once. By young Eldrin.
Oh,
Who will come
boy.
over and say, sorry to bother you. What are you studying now?
Oh, Eldrin. I'm just looking to try to get a list of possible ways for people to extend their lives, or
Well, young to be worrying about death,
creatures.
aren't you, elf?
No, it isn't for me. It's purely academic purposes. I'm not looking to do anything like this myself, but I'm also trying to see what creatures there are or were that are known to have been able to live very, very long lives.
Krakens. I hear they live tens of millennia.
That
There
could
you
be
have
cool
it.
if he's a kraken.
He's a
Millennia or
kraken.
tens of millennia is definitely the
Arc
sort
Fae?
of time that I'm... Arc Fae?
Mm.
Maybe he's got antlers.
He looks at you and, truth be told, Cael, I've sort of been assigned an academic project of my own by the Lady Petrino.
Oh, is it something to do with rats?
No, no, her fascination with the rats is a separate thing. No, truth be told, the topic of study I've been assigned is, it's you.
Oh my god.
And on that note, that is where we are going to end. I really want
This
to
is
get
the
that.
start of a beautiful friendship.
You
Or
are
romance.
that brat.
Yeah.
I tried to romance him in the
I
first
should.
campaign with Eldred and he was having none of it. So perhaps the
Second
next
time's the charm.
Perhaps the second time's the charm. But yeah, we will come to the timeless tradition of MVPs. Matt, are you with us?
Hell yeah.
Did you catch enough of the session to have an MVP?
Oh, I have 2 MVPs.
Wow.
Cool, go ahead.
Go first.
One of the
Oh,
MVPs,
I did.
Hugo not knowing what a hooker is.
Whoa.
Hugo not knowing what?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
A hooker is. A hooker is.
Yep, got it.
A hooker.
We've now just got you going hooker. And your second MVP,
Well,
Matt?
Also, this crazy mystery of what this locket is, while we all know except for Mikyala.
Yeah, it was very pleasing to see it finally come to light. Speaking of Mikyala, your MVP, Mikyala.
I really liked going hunting with the guys, with the scouts.
Good.
That's something Ola's been wanting to do for a while. And yeah, it was nice to get a little ability out of it. I didn't even expect anything like that, you know? So that's awesome.
Good. Yes, a side quest, or well, not really side quest, but quest revealed for future. You're definitely getting sent out to deal with goblins in the next session or two. Elora, your MVP.
So yeah, I also had revealing some of Maldronic's mysteries. Finally getting to that. And I think my other one would be when Mikyala was out with the hunting party, and it was like, oh, he lost his son recently. She's like, oh, that explains why he's no, he was like that before.
Yeah.
So stern.
It was quite pleasing that you said that. I was really hoping that you would think it was because of that, and it turns out no, he's just been like that for years. It's these druid folk. They're either super emotional and young and invested in older things, or they're old and solemn. There's no in between.
Like the trees.
Jamal, your MVP.
I've got a couple of little ones here. First one is Mikyala now finally gets in on the lore of the cashews.
Leave them alone!
No, it's awesome.
Welcome back, Monkey Tail.
Yep.
And I also thought it was quite funny. Oh, you got too many inspirations anyway. Give it to someone else.
Yes. Well, you do use them. To be fair, I don't know when you were meant to use it in this session. For example, you didn't roll for anything, so maybe that is a thing. Josh.
But yeah, the whole thing about how I'm getting that is actually getting to drop the really shitty dad joke pun.
Yes, leave the bark and bite joke behind. We don't need it twice. Josh, your MVP.
No, that was great.
I really liked the little date thing with Vulcan. It was a lot more emotionally tense than I had.
I almost called today's session Love Eternal and Love Fleeting because of I knew you would go to Vulcan, and I also knew that you'd find out about Maldranik and Elora, right, of their millennia-long romance. But it just seemed really bizarre because I didn't know if we'd get there. And then I was like, that's going to be a really random title if we don't get to all that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just rename it in post.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. It was a really... it was fun, but fun's not the right word because it was also very emotional. But it was a cool
really engaging
thing to it was a cool thing to happen. I think for Hugo, obviously, it's his first love, and so it's very intense for him. And
where's it gonna go from here?
I know. And it was really interesting seeing how Vulcan reacted to it, because whilst Hugo isn't saying, marry me tomorrow, I want to spend forever with you, he is asking for some kind of commitment, and for someone.
And just to be clear, this is the third time you've met him.
I don't think so. I think we've been shagging for a while now, but it's
only been 12 days.
We skip through days and
It's been 12 days since you first went there.
It's not been 12 days.
Yes, it has.
It's not been 12. It's
yes,
not.
It has.
You've had time jumps.
Yes, you had a 10-day jump after seeing him once, and 2 days later, and then you went to the Underdark and came back, and the following day you went there. 12 days.
No, because then we. Anyway.
Oh, sorry, we skipped 3 more days. You're right, it's been 15
Whatever.
days. It's been like 3 or 4 times at most. That's certainly how he was acting. Like it had been 3 or 4 times.
Like I was saying. He is asking for a commitment. And whilst that's obviously strange for someone in Vulcan's line of work, I was very curious to see how he responded. So I even though it was very like, am I going to get upset doing this? I still quite enjoyed the interaction. I think it was cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed the role play in that moment. I like that you went off to help a badger. Allegedly, it was just like
I didn't even check on Miss
Vulcan was just like, you what? Okay, cool. Whatever you say. Also, your just absolute discomfort with Jean Villon was fucking hilarious. When you arrived, it wasn't the guy you're looking for. He's great. Jean Villon was just there to put everybody on their back foot, right? He's just so confident and so pretty. Let's look at him. Yeah, but
he's handsome.
Beyond that, I really enjoyed the sort of approach that Alex took to Elora when you were speaking one-to-one. It was really interesting seeing Hugo to go, did you ask? And you going, no, I took a really different approach, and you did. It was this very gentle, gracious approach, and I think that was really interesting to me. There was a part of me that, I prepared the ritual for the release. I don't think you're going to get there today, but, it is prepared. But then there was a part of me that was just thinking, I hope they hold on to it for a little while, because I think it is an interesting thing to have on hand, right? This age-old person with no understanding of modern day, but also a lot of knowledge, especially in the role of a healer. I thought it was really interesting. So, those are my MVPs, but that is where we're going to end. So if you guys would like to say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
We shall see you soon.